Okay, what's going on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen? So I wanted to do a pre-trip video for you guys, but before I show you the pre-trip, just let you know I'm here in Springfield. We're on our way to St. Louis. Decided to come through the Springfield yard to get an oil change and the truck washed. So I guess they found out that there was a leak in the reefer unit, so they wanted to fix it before we leave. So we're just sitting here waiting for the trailer to get fixed, and once it does, we'll be on our way. But anyways, so if you could remember several things about the pre-trip inspections, one of them will be properly mounted and secure, so they call that the PMS. Not cracked, bent, or broken, so that was what, CBB. And then no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, so ABC. So if you guys can remember those three main things, you guys should be pretty good. I'll show you a full detailed inspection in just a second, so stay tuned. Real quick, just so anyone coming to Prime knows, without a CDL and you guys are trying to get a CDL through Prime, they do give you basically kind of like a handbook. It's the pre-trip inspections, word for word what to look for and what to say, so that way you do pass your CDL pre-trip inspections. I'm going to do my pre-trip on my engine compartment. If I've missed anything, I'm sorry. I don't know what my trainer did with my paperwork. I was just going to read it off the paperwork. I pretty much have it memorized, but again, if I miss anything, I apologize. Leave comments down below to let me know if I missed anything. Alright guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, it's a little cold and windy out here. Hopefully you can hear me. But basically you're going to start in the front of the truck, and you're going to tell the examiner you're going to inspect for any leaks. You're going to look under the truck and let them know that there are no leaks. Then you're going to come to the passenger side. What you're going to do is you're going to point out all your passenger general hoses. Make sure you say passenger general hoses. They're properly mounted and secured at both ends. There are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and they are not leaking. The next thing you're going to point to is your, down here, is your belt driven alternator. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. The wires are properly attached, and the belt has free play of no more than 3/4 of an inch. And that's it for the passenger side. And you're going to come over here to the driver's side. You're going to start with your driver's side general hoses. Kind of want to touch them and squeeze them, point at them, and you're going to say that they are properly mounted and secured at both ends. There are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and they are not leaking. I like to start from the top and work my way down. This is your coolant reservoir. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. It's filled to manufactured specifications, and it is not leaking. We're going to move our way down here. This is your belt-driven water pump. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. It's not leaking, and the belt has free play of no more than 3/4 of an inch. All right, now we're going to move over here. You're going to say this is your oil dipstick, and it's filled to manufactured specifications. All right, the other two things that you can't see, you're just going to point. This is the frame right here. You're just going to point to the frame and say Behind the frame is my gear-driven air compressor. It's properly now secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's not leaking. The other thing that's behind the frame is my gear-driven power steering pump. It's properly mounted secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's not leaking. We got my we got my co-driver over here watching me, making sure I say it right.
Trainer.
He's not my trainer, he's my co-driver.
Shit, your boss.
He's my boss. That is true. That is true. All right. So, anyways, let's get back to this. Then we're gonna move over here, and we're gonna say that our power steering fluid reservoir is properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. It's filled to proper manufactured specification. It is not leaking. Down here, you're gonna say this thing and this thing together. So this is your power steering gearbox and hoses. It's properly mounted, secured at both ends. There are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. It's not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's not leaking. And now we're gonna move to our steering linkage, which is this piece, and that piece. All right, so what you're gonna say is, this is my steering linkage, which consists of our pitman arm, our drag link, and our tie rod. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. There are 3 cotter pins which are located here. One's down there, and one's right there. Right there. Sorry, phone was out of focus. Cotter pins and castle nuts, and they are not missing. And that's it for that. Then what I like to go to is your leaf spring. It's properly mounted, secured at both ends, there and back there. It's not cracked, bent, or broken, and none are twisted. And you're going to move to your U-bolts, properly mounted, secured. They're not cracked, bent, or broken, and none are missing. You will then move to your shock absorber. It's properly mounted, secured at both ends. It's not cracked, bent, or broken, and it is not leaking. And then that's it for that section. And once you go there, then I go to my brake hose. Right there, it's properly mounted, secured. There are no abrasions. It's properly mounted, secured at both ends. There are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and it is not leaking. My brake chamber. Don't call it a brake canister. They will mark you down for it. This is my brake chamber. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. It is not leaking. Okay. And you're gonna move to here. Brake adjuster and push rod. Now you're gonna pull on this. I don't want to get my hands all dirty, but you're gonna pull on this, and this is what you're gonna say. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. And with the brakes released and pulled by hand, it does not move more than 1 inch. And that's it for the brake lines there. And then you're gonna get inside here, and you're gonna say, this is my brake drum. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. Then you're gonna point at this part right here. This is your brake lining. It's properly mounted, secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. It is free of any oil and debris. And the friction material is not worn dangerously thin. All right. Then you're gonna come to your steer tire. It's properly mounted, secured. There are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts to either sidewall or tread. It is not leaking. It is filled to manufactured specification and checked with an air gauge. The tread is no less than 4/32 of an inch. Then you're going to come to your rim. You're going to say that your rim is properly mounted secured, it's not cracked, bent, or broken, and there are no unauthorized welds. You can't see it because of the hubcap area, but when that's removed, you'll see lug nuts. You'll point at your lug nuts and you'll tell them that they are properly mounted secured, they're not cracked, bent, or broken, and none are missing. There are no cracks around the bolt holes, and there are no powder residue trails. And then last but not least is going to be your axle seal, or your hub seal, whatever you want to call it. Either or will work. It's properly mounted secured, it's not cracked, bent, or broken, it is filled to manufacturer's specifications, and there are no bolts missing. Okay, and then that will conclude the engine compartment inspection.